What's up? I'm Vaughn, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can go in and essentially wrap your Mu Gold into Mu Ore so that you can actually earn distributions and you can earn passive income from the Mu ecosystem. So all you need to do is essentially follow this little document right here, and pretty soon we'll be launching a front-end application to make this really easy for you. But if you want to go ahead and start earning distributions and rewards now, then you can go ahead and just follow this process, and that should help you understand even a lot more about the blockchain and how the blockchain works. So what we're going to do is we're going to essentially wrap our Mu Gold into Mu Ore so that we can actually participate in the DAO and also earn distributions and earn passive revenue from the Mu ecosystem. So what we're going to do is first, we need to, this is going to be the smart contract here, which is the Mu Ore contract. So this is the Mu Ore contract, as you can see. And it is a verified contract, so you can just go in if you want and look at the code and see exactly how it works and everything if you want to do that. So this is the Mu Ore contract. So we're going to need this Mu Ore contract, and then we're also going to need to approve the Mu Ore contract to spend our Mu Gold. So essentially what's going to happen whenever you wrap your Mu Gold into Mu Ore is it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So for every Mu Gold you give, you're going to get a Mu Ore back. So you're going to give the smart contract 1 or 2 or 3.7 of your Mu Gold, and that smart contract is going to give you the exact same amount back of Mu Ore. And anytime you want to unwrap it, then you can just go in and you can give the Mu Ore back to that smart contract. It will give you back your Mu Gold, the same amount of Mu Gold, and then you can go sell that on the market if you want to sell that on the market. All right. So what we need to do is we need to first approve the Mu Ore contract to spend our Mu Gold so that it can essentially transfer it from your wallet to the smart contract and then mint you out the Mu Ore. All right, so we're going to need to do that. So we're going to need to actually just open up this contract here. This is the Mu Gold contract. And again, you can just look and see this is a verified contract. So if it's a verified contract, that means you can see all the source code and you can see essentially everything that's actually happening here. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we need to approve how much we want to essentially convert. So we're going to use this converter right here. And this converter, all it does is it converts an integer into another integer that represents decimals. So if you know anything about the blockchain, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but in the blockchain you can't have floating point numbers, you can't have decimal numbers, you can only have integer values. So in order to express decimal values, we just use some mathematics, and we just basically take a value, a base value, the number that we want to represent, and then we multiply it by 10 raised to the power of however many decimals that we want to have. So in our instance, we have 18 decimals. So for example, if you want to take this floating point number, this decimal number right here, 1.25, it actually converts into this integer value, and this integer value allows you to represent a decimal value as an integer. So in the blockchain, we're not allowed to use decimal values. We're not allowed to use floating point values because they're not supported. So what we do is we just essentially use a mathematical trick to convert the decimal values into integer values. All right. So if you see what this is, you'll see that there's 18 digits right here. If we were to put a little thing right there, then you'll see that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, because there's 18 decimal points inside of this, and you can see by just looking at this, you'll see that it has 18 decimals, as you can see there. All right. So anyways, what we're going to do, we need to actually pick how much of our Mu Gold do we want to approve for the Mu Ore smart contract to be able to basically take from our wallet and convert into Mu Ore and send it back to us. All right. So for this, I'm just going to, let's say I'm going to use a value of, let's see how many I have. Let's see. I'm going to do this value right here. Okay, 5559. So I'm just going to take this value and I'm going to paste it in there. Okay. So again, you can get this converter from right in here. I just clicked on this link and we got access to that converter. So now what I did is this is the amount of mu gold that I want to convert into mu ore. I want to take 5.559 of my mu golds and convert them into mu ore. So I'm just going to place that number right here that I want to convert, and then I'm going to grab this number right here, which is the integer representation of that number. I'm going to grab this number right here and I'm going to use that. And where I'm going to use that is I'm going to use that in the mu gold smart contract in the approval function. So I'm going to come over here to the mu gold smart contract, and I'm going to come over here to this write contract. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and connect to Web3 and connect my MetaMask wallet, and I'm going to put in that amount that I wanted to approve right here where it says amount. So I'm going to stick in that amount right here that I got from the calculator. Remember, I just put in the actual amount that I wanted to approve, which was 5.559, and then I got this converted value, which is the representation in way. Again, this is just representing that decimal number as an integer, since we're not allowed to use decimals in the blockchain. So I'm going to grab this number, which essentially is 5.559, because all it's doing is essentially converting this to this integer value. So I'm going to grab that number, I'm going to stick it over here in the mu gold contract in this right section where I can interact with these functions. So I'm going to stick it in here in the amount, and then the address that I need to approve to spin this for me is going to be this mu ore contract. So we've already actually opened up this mu ore contract. This is that mu ore contract, as you can see right here. This is the mu ore contract. So this is the smart contract that we need to approve to spend our mu gold for us, because this smart contract is essentially going to take however much mu gold that you want out of your wallet and send it to itself. The smart contract is going to just keep a hold of all that mu gold, and it's going to be the custodian and hold on to everything. And then what it's going to do is it's going to create some mu ore, the same amount of mu ore as mu gold that you gave it, and it's going to send you that mu ore. All right, so we need to approve this contract. So we're just going to actually take this and we're going to use it as the spender. Okay, so again, this is on that mu gold contract. On the mu gold contract, we're granting permission to the mu ore contract to spend a certain amount of our mu gold for us. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So now we're going to click this write function. It's going to pop up a transaction in MetaMask. It's going to cost us 12 cents. We're going to go in and confirm this transaction. So now we're confirming that transaction, and now all we need to do is we just need to wait on this transaction to be approved. Now, sometime, depending on network speed and the congestion of the network, it may take a little bit of time. This one didn't take any time. If it takes a little time, there's that little button that says speed up. You can always just click on that button. All right, so now we've actually approved, and we can see here we've actually approved our mu gold to be used by this smart contract right here, and this smart contract happens to be our mu ore contract. All right, so that was step one. That was step one we just did right here. We put in the mu ore contract address here, and we put in the amount that we wanted to spend right here. So that was step one. Now we need to go ahead and go on to step two. Once we approve the mu ore contract to spend our mu gold, then we need to go to the mu ore contract, and we need to use the deposit function so that we can deposit our mu gold into the contract and receive for our deposit our mu ore in return. All right, so we're going to use this deposit for function. All right, so what we're going to do is, again, we're just going to come over to our mu ore contract. This is our mu ore contract, and again, you can just grab this contract right up here at the top. So we're going to come over here to our mu ore contract. We're going to come to the contract, and we're going to come over here, and you can always verify that this is the right contract. You can see this is the mu ore contract, and we're going to come over here to this contract, and we are going to use a write function. We're going to use this function called deposit 4. Okay, so we're going to connect our MetaMask wallet. And before we do this, let's just take a look over here. Let's take a look over here and we can see the holders. We can see that there's 2 holders right now. One person has 1,000 of them and the other person has 8. The other person has 8.853 or 63. I can't really tell because there's like a booger or something on my screen. It's a 6. Great, it's a 6. All right, this address right here actually happens to be my address, and we can just verify that just by looking at my address. And you can see that this is my actual address here. You can see that I have these 1,000. You can see that I have doesn't look like you can see, so let's add this token to our wallet real quick. There's our token. So you can see I have this 1,000 Mu Ore already. I already have 1,000 Mu Ore. So we're going to get some more Mu Ore. And how we're going to do that? Again, we're going to go to this contract. We're going to go to the right contract. We're going to go ahead and connect our wallet. And then we're going to come down to this deposit for, and we're going to put in our address. So we're going to put in our address. This is our own wallet address. So this is my wallet address I'm putting in. You're going to put in your wallet address. So we're going to put in our own wallet address here. And then we're going to put the amount of Mu Gold that we want to deposit, which is the same amount of Mu Ore that we're going to get in return. So I'm going to use the same value that we got from the converter. This is the same amount that I approved. You should note that you cannot deposit more Mu Gold than you've approved to be spent by the Mu Ore contract. So if I wanted to actually increase this, to 6, this function is not going to work for me because I didn't give the Mu Ore contract permission to spend 6 of my Mu Gold. I only gave it permission to spend 5.559. So I can only deposit the maximum amount that I have allowed the Mu Ore contract to spend for me. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and put in this value here. And again, we're just using this deposit for function. And then we're going to go ahead and click right. And whenever we click right, it's going to pop up a little transaction. And we're going to go ahead and confirm that transaction. And if you remembered before the transaction, again, if it takes some time, you can always actually click this button right here, speed up. And then you can speed up a little bit more if you want to speed up a little bit more, if you want to go faster. But we did have 1,000 Mu Ore, right? So we did have 1,000 Mu Ore, and now it says that our transaction deposit for was successful. So we're going to go in and check out that transaction, and we can see that we transferred some Mu Gold to this contract, and in return, we were sent some Mu Ore. So the same amount that we transferred is the same amount that we got back. So now I should have, instead of 1,000, I should have 1,005.559. So let's go in and actually confirm that. And we can see here that now I have 1,005.559. Okay, so now we've essentially wrapped our Mu Gold into Mu Ore. Now we have Mu Ore. Now we can participate in the DAO using this Mu Ore, and we can receive revenue distributions and rewards. We can earn passive income from the Mu ecosystem because we're holding this Mu Ore. Holding this Mu Ore is the only way we're going to be able to participate in the DAO and have decision-making power in the Mu ecosystem, and it's the only way we're going to be able to earn passive rewards and get paid from the Mu ecosystem, other than just from, you know, buying and selling Mu coin or buying and selling Mu Gold and buying at a low price and selling at a high price. If we want to earn passive rewards, then we're going to need to essentially convert our Mu Gold, wrap it up into Mu Ore. Now, I've already did the wrapping process, so let's go ahead and let's look at this unwrapping process. So what we just did was this deposit for function. So now let's go in and actually look at the unwrapping process. Let's say I no longer want to have this Mu Ore because let's say I need some money, and right now 1 Mu Gold is worth, you know, $5 right now. So if you were to buy 1 Mu Gold, it's worth around $5 right now, a little bit over $5. So if let's say I want to go in and sell a bunch of my Mu gold because I need some money real bad, all right? So I want to, and let's just take a look real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to look at Mu, and we're going to look at Mu gold, and let's just look. If we want to get 1 Mu gold, we need 18.414 Mu coins. Now let's convert that into United States dollars. If we have 18.414 Mu coins, that's $5.04. So 1 Mu gold right now is worth $5.04. So let's say I have all my Mu gold, I've converted it into Mu Ore so I can receive these passive rewards and I can participate in the DAO, make decisions, vote, but more importantly, I can have a passive income stream coming from the Mu DAO's income stream, which some of that is through sales of our software and subscriptions that people pay for our software on the blockchain. All right, so I could take my 1,000 Mu gold and I could sell it for $5,000 on the market right now, but it's converted into Mu Ore. So in order to sell it, I need to first take the Mu Ore and extract from that Mu Ore my Mu gold. So we're just going to do the opposite thing. We're going to use the withdrawal to function instead of the deposit for function. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this Mu Ore contract, and we're going to use this withdrawal to function. We're going to put in our own address here. And I'm going to withdraw, let's say, 500. So I'm just going to put in 500 here. So that's how many I want to withdraw. I want to withdraw 500. I want to basically convert 500 Mu Ore back into Mu gold so I can go sell it on the market and get $2,500 because I need some money, let's say. Well, I'm not actually going to do that, but I'm going to show you how you could do that. So I'm going to put in my address here on the withdrawal function. Remember, this is on the Mu Ore contract. So this is on the verified Mu Ore contract. So I'm going to put in the address that I want to withdraw to, and I'm going to put in the amount that I want to withdraw, and I'm going to go ahead and hit this write function. I'm going to hit confirm, and then I'm going to let this transaction do its thing. All right, now if you remember, I had 1,005.559 Mu Ore, so this should now be 505.559 Mu Ore once I finish up with this withdrawal function, because everything's on a 1-to-1 ratio. For every Mu gold I give to the contract, it's going to give me back 1 Mu Ore. For every Mu Ore that I give to the contract, it's going to give me back one Mu gold. It's on a 1-to-1 ratio. So now my withdrawal function has been completed. Let's go in and actually look at that transaction, and you can see that I've given the contract back 500 Mu Ore, and it's given me back 500 Mu gold, as you can see. And if I look over here, I'll no longer have 1,000 Mu Ores. I only have 505.559 Mu Ore, and it's given me some additional Mu gold, although I don't have that here listed in my wallet. Oh, it's right here. It's given me back some additional Mu gold because I've went in and I've converted my Mu Ore back into Mu gold. All right. So now I don't want to do that. I actually want to have my Mu Ore because I myself want to get some passive revenue. So in order to go in and actually convert everything back, if I want to convert everything back, what I'll have to do, remember, if I want to convert everything back, I'll first have to approve the Mu Gold contract. I'll have to approve the Mu Ore contract to essentially spend my Mu Gold for me. So I'm going to have to come over here to the Mu Gold contract, and I'm going to essentially have to use this approve function and approve my 500 Mu Golds to be spent by the Mu Ore contract so that I can use the deposit function. So let's find my Mu Ore, and this is my Mu Ore, as I can see. So let's approve this contract. On my Mu Gold, let's approve my Mu Ore, and let's write. I'm going to go ahead and approve it, and then we'll just wait for this transaction Again, you can always speed up the transaction. If you want to speed up the transaction, you can speed up the transaction. I'm just going to wait because I have a little patience. I have some patience. Now it's been approved. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the Mu Ore contract, and I'm going to use this deposit function again. But instead of using this amount, I'm going to use my 500 amount. Okay? Because I want to get back my Mu Ore that I just withdrew into Mu Gold for the purposes of this video. So I want to get that back because I like having that. So you can see I only have 505.559 Mu Ore right now. And now what I'm going to deposit, you can see that I have 14990. So this will convert into 14490, and this will convert into 1005.559 after I call this function. So let's go ahead and call this function. And what I'm doing again is I'm depositing my Mu Gold, and I'm receiving Mu Ore for my Mu Gold so that I can vote in the DAO, I can participate in the DAO, and I can also earn passive rewards from the Mu ecosystem. I can get free money sent to me for holding this Mu Ore. So now that has actually went through. So let's go in and actually look at this transaction. And you can see I've deposited 500 Mu Gold, and I've received 500 Mu Ore. And if I look back in my wallet, you can see that now this is 14490, like I told you it would be, instead of 14990. And this is 1005.559 instead of the 505. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense, and you can see how easily you can go in and interact with this smart contract right on the blockchain and essentially either wrap or unwrap your Mu Gold into Mu Ore, or get your Mu Ore turned back into Mu Gold. So hopefully that made sense.